Good morning, fine feathered friends. My name is Paige Byrne, and I am the illustrator of Songbirds. And you might have already read your copy or are waiting on yours. We know it's published and on the way to you. Well, this morning we are going to draw a flamingo. And yesterday I put this post up of Sylvie by Jennifer Sattler. And what we love about Sylvie so much is she has this message of knowing that she's got pink feathers from eating shrimp, but she's very curious about our world and her world and what do others eat, what do others do, and she wants to just taste all of it, yet shine her light in her pinks in her pink feathers and be proud in that too. And so our inspiration for drawing today is that flamingo. You are unique and we want you to shine your light too. But let's check out the parts of the flamingo that we're going to look at today. So even in looking at the way Jennifer illustrated her flamingo compared to the one that I illustrated, there are differences, but they're definitely both interesting. So we've got the circular head that we share, a nice big strong beak, really long neck that the flamingos have, and then they have these super long legs. As you can see, this one that I illustrated on the left, the flamingo is got legs long enough to stretch from the sun to the ocean. So let's go ahead and get started on our illustrations with doing the circular head, the S shape for the neck, and then those super long legs, and then of course our sweet pink oval body. All right, so let's get going. I'm gonna get my camera on. Okay. So we're going to start with the eye, and I'm going to put it, knowing how tall that flamingo is, I'm going to go ahead and put that towards the eye. And let me just get my camera to where it's matching up with my hands. I'm just going to switch the video setting. Okay. So we're going to start with the eye, and here we go. Right at the top, an open circle just like that. And if you want to go ahead and fill it in, you go ahead and do that. You can be practicing along with me in Sharpie, but if you're doing it in pencil, even the better. And then when you like your drawing, you can outline it in Sharpie. Anywho, all right, so we've got our eye started. Then we're just going to do an upside down V, just like that, just below that little circle. Okay, and now I want us to think of the letter J and a backwards J, and it's going to go down and curve up, just like that. Down and curve up. And then from the other part of this V, we're going to do another little J, and it's going to swing on the inside, just like that. And so our flamingo is looking down, as you can start to begin to see. And then we'll just connect just for that little bottom part of the beak right there. So now, artists, we're going to swing out. We're going to go out from the head, around from the eye, and stop. So just find the little end of the beak there, go out from the eye, up and around, and stop. Now you can see the flamingo's really starting to look down, hopefully seeing some little fish for lunch, or shrimp, I should say. All right, now we're going to put in that swervy S-shaped neck, and it's going to swing towards the beak, go down and back up. Swing towards the beak, go down and back up. And now you can kind of see it like a backwards S right there. And once you have that, we want to finish up the head and continue the neck, so then we can move on towards the body and then the legs. So out from the beak here, I'm just going to match up another curved line, curve right there. He's got his head tucked in so well. And the neck is the beak, he's really looking down. So this copycat line goes under and continues back, and then finishes off into a nice swing right there. Okay? All right. Now, when I finish the body, I've got this nice swing right here, but I really want to match that. So I'm going to go up right here and do a nice rainbow line, but I'm going to stop to allow for some little tail feathers. And you can do a curvy or a zigzag right in here. So our rainbow line and then a curvy or a zigzag right in there. There's the back feathers. Now his little inside wing, we have this line that we can finish and continue right here. So I'm going to just put in, you could do the zigzag again, or you could do some curvy lines and just swing that in and tuck that little feather, that wing part right in there. Okay. I might need to scooch you up a little bit, but I don't want to get too far out of the window. There we go. Now it's time for those legs. Now, one thing we know about the flamingo is he just loves to balance in the wind on one leg. So that's an amazing skill the flamingo has. So we're going to start with that one straight leg, and I like to put a little bump. So I'm going to do 2 straight lines, but I'm going to do a bump for his little knee and stop. And then a copycat line right there. Okie doke. And then if you think of the number 4, but think of it backwards like we did the J, he likes to have that, or she, right? Or this flamingo likes to have that leg that goes out and then back in. So just where I'm kind of planning out, you can see that number 4 starting to happen. So the second leg goes at a diagonal line. We want to copy it. We can add a little knobby knee, and then we're going to swing it back and go underneath as we go across, underneath that leg in front. Now you might be wondering about the feet and when are those feet going to happen? Well, I was thinking about that message that Sylvie had and also what Songbirds has. You know, we want you to shine your light no matter who you are. And how could we make the flamingo unique? And I drew these little extra drawings here. What if your flamingo is wearing flip-flops? What if your flamingo has never been out west, right? And maybe your flamingo is wearing cowboy boots. Or perhaps your flamingo might be off to a baseball game and is wearing a baseball hat. Or perhaps your flamingo is way up in the northwest or way up in the northeast where it might be starting to snow and your flamingo might need to wear a hat. But artists, you can come up with these different ideas to make your flamingo stand out and shine no matter who you are. But if we were doing a flamingo that in its natural state, I would do feet that would look like this, just kind of tuck those in, and then of course, put this flamingo in a nice pool of water and have that flamingo stay nice and cool as we know that they love to do. This video is dedicated to Patty Duncan Muse, who taught us to shine our light in our youth group. Thank you.